All right, Coach. Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 30 base.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check three, check it up.
They'll run on first down. Whitaker, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Orbit. Greystone, travel.
Shoot. Jim.
Yes.
Motion.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check, 50.
Hey, Haywood.
So that'll back him up 5.
Ready, break.
46. Are you getting the header?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, Flanagan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Flanagan, and that's caught by Smith. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Right there in the middle, 55. We ain't giving them nothing today.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tano Passanio breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now.
Looking to throw. Costello looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Hey, exit.
To throw on 2nd down, Flanagan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Here we go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
I got one. Check 13. Check 13. Kill.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Coming to you. He's checking. Crash. Check 31.
2.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, this is Harris. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up,
6-6,
defense.
pull it high. Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Whitaker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 21-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, I 7. To go.
Operating from the gun. Costello got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Switch.
Ready, ready.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They run the counter. Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, box drop.
To throw on second down. Costello. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Back to throw. Costello. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the Chargers' 42-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flanagan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Delta.
Baby, that's baby shot.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you. Hey. Shoot.
Back to throw. Flanagan. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Come on.
X3, deep grip.
From the gun, Flanagan looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You better be afraid of me.
2nd and 4. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, set. Hey, orbit. Right up.
Looking to throw. Costello. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Costello letting one go deep. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
He's got it at the 15. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Ready up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'm going back to you.
And to give this time to the tailback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Lead grip.
2nd down and inches. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Down. 60 or.
Check. Undercross.
Get.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're going to run this with a tight end. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Protein spill.
On the ground, Whitaker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st and 10, Costello. That's complete to Whitaker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Costello. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Harris. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And incomplete.
Costello's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Costello, and that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, Costello. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 1st down, Costello. He finds Howard complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
There he goes left side. The 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Costello. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Costello. Campbell making the catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to throw. Costello. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Costello looking for Campbell downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
On the ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Costello over the middle, complete. That's Whitaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Costello looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Got it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Flanagan. The open man is Smith. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Set up. 50, plant.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Check 9.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Here we go.
Here we go. At their own 17-yard line.
You ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Go! 18 Gator.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hit it.
On first down, Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Tucker now to add the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
10-2 stop. Yeah, two.
To throw again. Flanagan. It's caught. Smith. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
On the set. Bravo.
50.
Go.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Yo, go.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't block.
Yep.
You can't block me. Hey.
Defense.
Throwing on first down. Flanagan. He's got Smith here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ready?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Watch the screen.
Hey, exit.
Second and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.